Hello, I am VoiceOver AU and welcome to the Wasteland. Tonight, we are playing through Fallout 2. We're picking up where we left off last week, which was just after having turned Gecko into a bloodbath and trying to get out of Gecko. So let's get some of that sweet Fallout 2 audio going. There we go, and there's the screen as well. Alright, now, and there goes the audio again. Cause I just want to make sure. We had some issues last week with just missing a couple of notifications along the way, so I just want to make sure that I'm staring at my dashboard over on the other screen. It's always something, I tell you. It's always something. So just bear with me while I grab my mouse back from Fallout. Tell you what, actually we might. There we go. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Just want to make sure that if folks are generous, if folks are kind, then we see all of that happening. All right, there we go. There. Perfect. Just perfect. Beautiful. And there's our Fallout 2 audio back there. So, we are playing through Fallout 2. We are playing as Erika, who is not a nice person. So, last episode, we had gone into Gecko because we're trying to curry the favor of Vault City. And Vault City have a problem with the ghouls in Gecko because their reactor is actually poisoning the water supply. Oh, by the way as well, the mic audio here should sound a little bit better this week because I've popped on those same filters that we use on the horror channel, so things should sound just a little bit clearer, just a little bit brighter as well. So, first of all, I wanted to thank new followers from last stream. Thank you so much to Dr. Wife Disrespect 1, to Robo Cognito, to Casadinho, and I got that first time this time. And also to Uanard. Thank you so much for following, and I look forward to bumping into you on stream. Look forward to bumping into you even. As always, thank you so much to those of you who auto-host me. I cannot thank you enough for sharing your audience with me. So thank you so much to Slayer Lover Gaming, to Even Prime TV, to Everything Apocalypse, and to Ironside. Thank you so much for the trust that you place in me, and I hope that I am earning that back every stream. All right. That's about it. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention, and I'll talk about this later on in the stream, is just a book I'm reading. It is not that I'm reading yet, but I've ordered that I'm really excited for, that I think is actually going to be super interesting to those of you who are fans of Fallout. All right, just one last thing there, because it's a Friday stream. Let's pop that on. Perfect. All right. And then... No. And then make sure we go back to dashboard. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's it. Yeah, so that's pretty much everything that I wanted to mention for the moment. And I'll talk about that book a little bit later on in stream too, because it looks like a really cool book. It's a really interesting premise. So now I've got to remember where I am. Where am I? Doop, 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 doop. There I am. Now, I could leave Gecko without actually causing a fight, but I don't want to. Reason why? The merchant to the north has the part of a car that I can use if I go back to Klamath. The only downside with having to replay this is I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that beautiful missing and hitting a cow instead that we had last time around. The cow attack was just gorgeous. Fallout has a spot of a think. Now, because it is a Friday stream, the question of tonight's stream is, what is the best thing that has happened to you this week? So let me know in stream. I'd love to know how your week is going. Again, those points Those points that I put into small guns, small weapons, they're just not going astray. So good. It's a bit more thinky than usual tonight. I suppose I've got to go through the entire population of Gecko again. Oh, that is good coffee. If it's worth drinking coffee, it's worth drinking good coffee. I've had an interesting transition recently. Oh no! I shot a cow. Uh-oh. Well, it's cow violence, folks, but it's not how we expected it. I'm gonna get a stampede coming in on me now. Oh, that is not the way I wanted it. I didn't want to hit a cow? But yeah, I was saying before I hit a cow. I've had an interesting transition recently. I spent a lot of time doing tech consulting in the past. I've spent like over 10 years doing consulting and a lot of corporate training. There it is. The cow stampede has begun. And when you do corporate training, when you do tech consulting, you kind of have to reconcile yourself to whatever coffee is available, and most of the time it's really shitty coffee. It's like international roast sachets. It's, hang on a sec, I'm just going to double check that I'm having my first bout of paranoia for this evening. I just want to make sure that my mic levels are okay. Just while we're talking. Just want to make sure that we're all good. Yeah, they're looking beautiful. They're looking beautiful. Why was I even worried? I'll tell you why, because the number of times that I've had it set wrong. Yeah, when you do tech consulting, because you're on client side a lot, you have to kind of reconcile yourself to just really bad coffee. Same traveling, and like when you're staying in hotels. Like most hotels have terrible coffee because it's either really bad, like sachets of stuff that you can mix with water, like again, International Roast or Nescafe, which is terrible, or you can get hotel coffee, and hotel coffee has been sitting on a cart for like 15 minutes by the time it gets to you. So it's like, it always tastes pretty much like airplane coffee. Like, it's not good. So I love good coffee, and I've always loved good coffee, but I've been able to drink bad coffee, and a lot of the time if I'm drinking coffee, I'm indifferent to what it's like. I'm just like, well, just give me the coffee. I just want the caffeine. I hit a cow twice! I'm a terrible human being. Alright, that's it. I'm going to exit north. This fight's going south. Ah, see what I did there? It's north-south. That was unintentional. Yeah, so for the longest time, if I want coffee, it's just like, just put the coffee in me. And I'll drink whatever's there. Wow, I think I'm actually going to die before I get off screen. Because I don't think I'm doing too well Stimpack-wise. Let's have a look-see. But I've had an interesting transition recently where... Because I work from home. Like, I'm really lucky nowadays. I work from home for all of my work, both for VO and when I'm working on the survival job. And I've had an interesting transition recently where I'm like, if I'm going to make coffee, I want it to be good coffee. So instead of... Because I always have two types in the house. We've got like pre-ground stuff, which is just like pop it in the AeroPress and it's done. And it's not bad coffee. Like it's what is the fetch? It's fair trade. Oh, there we go. There's our first death for the night.
The wasteland has claimed your life. Arroyo attempts to send out others to search for the Gecko, but they die quickly, and the village soon follows.
Thank you, Ron. Wow. Thank you, Streamlabs, for spamming that. I don't know why my Stream Deck did that. Looks like our death counter isn't up. Let's fix that. At least my mouse is coming back quicker. And now that that's spammed all of that, we've got our question for the week coming in now. Excellent. All right. Where's that death counter? I wonder if that's spammed because it didn't see a response. That was bizarre. All right, let's try that again. Death. There we go. All right, we've loaded our game. Yeah, it's fair trade pre-ground coffee. Like, it's not nothing. It's not like freeze dried stuff. But yeah, I'm finding that more and more at the moment. I'm like, no, if I want coffee, I want good coffee, so I'll take the time to grind like a decent cup of coffee. I wonder if part of it is because I'm cutting down on the amount of coffee that I drink at the moment. Doing an awesome program called Peak Performance Program, and one of the things that it's doing, and this actually is bothering me less than I thought it would, but one of the things I'm doing with that is I'm cutting down on the amount of caffeine that I drink, especially in the afternoon. So yeah, so at the moment I'm drinking a cup of coffee made from just freshly ground stuff, and it's good coffee. So that was a very long-winded way of getting to that. Hey, my sneak actually seems to be doing pretty good here. Until I walk right in front of someone. That's fair. I can't really be angry about that. Because I tell you what, buddy. I'm going to blow a big old hole in you standing this close to you. I remembered to tag this stream with evil characters too, because we're being bad. Let's hit for another 24. Well, Citizen's pretty hardy. Well, that person's not getting back up. Yeah, so the reason I'm not just leaving here is I really want that auto part, which the merchant has. Good lord!
The wasteland has claimed your life. Arroyo attempts to send out others to search for the Gecko, but they die quickly, and the village soon follows.
Good lord. A good shot to you. Ghoul? That was good. 40 points. Alright. I might even just kill the merchant. I mean, that might even be a way through all of this. But there's no way to get to the north without dealing with everyone here. Can't do it. Alright. Let's just walk up to people and just blow holes in them. Because I got these 4 action points I can't do anything else with. How you doing? $30 points of damage. Well, that would kind of mark that as being a successful plan. Especially if that's... yeah, they're unconscious. Alright, lather, rinse, repeat. Well, I hope I hit your skull. I was looking at the gaming calendar. I've got like a... when I say gaming calendar, let's be more specific there. I was looking at the calendar of stuff that I've marked for releases in October. And man, October is insane. This is an insane month for games. Sorry, it's a terrible word to use. October is a frenetic month for games. Trying to get better with my use of language. You can fall down too. Yeah, at the end of the month, we've got Red Dead Redemption 2 for those of you who are interested, like playing, that's popping out. And I think that's the one that pretty much everyone is just trying to avoid. Like, that's the one that's just going to sweep everyone aside. Because Red Dead Redemption 1 was a monolith. It's funny though, personally, I'm not super interested in Red Dead Redemption 2. Simply because, and this might sound daft, but if I remember correctly, the lead character is Dutch, like you're playing the sort of, the ringleader of the gang. And Dutch, I understood his use. I understood his use very much in Red Dead Redemption. Like, he was a good character. He was the bad man that you'd fallen in with at some point in time. He was the one who led John Marston astray. He's not a good man. But interesting character. But you're playing as Dutch in this, and that doesn't really appeal to me as much, because... And if you've seen, like, updated trailers on this, let me know. But, the character stuff that I saw in the early trailers, like, it didn't really grab me. Because John Marsden's... Oh, you're gonna get back up, are you? Okay, you can do that. You're gonna peel 9 points off me. Well, I'm gonna go up here. Yeah, John Marsden is such an evocative, like, Western trope. He's the stranger who comes blowing through town with a dark past. Makes complete sense as a protagonist, but playing like someone who is a naughty man... Meh. I don't know, there's just something about it. It doesn't grab me as much. I like being the hero. At least in my westerns. Like, mechanically though, no doubt that game is going to be amazing. It is just going to be an incredible experience. Because Red Dead Redemption 1, like, I played through that relatively recently on PS3, like a year ago, from Go to Woe, and it was still a ridiculously gorgeous game. Like, you would play that game just to watch the sunrise or the sunset, just to go horse riding places. I'm pretty sure if I've got my genealogy right, like, it came out before The Witcher, and there was just this spate of games where it's like, hey, guess what? You've got a horse. Got a horse now. Have a horse. Like, Witcher's a great example of a game where the scenery is gorgeous and you'll go just sightseeing. Horse riding in that game felt good. It didn't feel as good as Red Dead Redemption, but that's a pretty damned high bar. So yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out at the end of the month. Fallout 76 is dropping, at least the beta, towards the end of the month. Next week, let's see. Well, let's go for the big ones first. Diablo 3 is launching on Switch. It's going to be huge. I'm going to be picking that up. Super excited for that. What else? There's Mark of the Ninja Remastered, which some people may be excited about, some people may not be. But yeah, I'm pretty keen to check that out. Mark of the Ninja is a great stealth game. If you've never checked it out, I can't recommend it enough. It's a really solid stealth game. DLC's dropping for BattleTech. They're doing their Flashpoints DLC, which looks really exciting. And coming out of nowhere, well, obviously they were planning for it, but a real surprise to me as well is that Firaxis have got new content coming out for XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. They've got some new DLC for that. There's just a whole bunch of stuff coming out, like big ticket stuff this month. And I'm sure there's a bunch more that I'm just not even aware of, because that's just the things that have popped on my radar. It's a big month for games. And the thing is that, like, there are 3 games on there with big franchise recognition, like Diablo 3, Fallout 76, and Red Dead Redemption, that are games that are going to tie folks up for some time. Like, They're not just games. They're lifestyles. It's huge. All we need... I think the only other thing we need is just a, maybe just a Destiny 2 expansion. There we go. Alright. Looking good now. Pop that level in a second. Do any of you folks have a stim pack? Do you have a stim pack? Cheersy puffs! Wow, this is post the beginning of South Park. Yeah, I guess it would be, wouldn't it? 1998. Do 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 do. See if we can find that auto part again. Box of noodles. I'll always take a yellow passkey. Where's my mechanic with my auto part? I remember it. I remember the mechanic being up here. Am I getting confused? Do I need to go back down? Maybe I do. Maybe I need to go back down there. And shoot some folks. Let's see how we go. Just double check it's not one of the people here. Dee. Nope, I took your stuff. I took your stuff. And I took your stuff except for the booze. There we are. And there you are. Wow. And there's the hole that you just blew in me. Alright. Point blank. There we go. Yeah, because I thought Percy Crump was the mechanic. Maybe I'm confused. Maybe I'm terribly, terribly confused. Wow. You're a tough ghoul. I will put those 4 points between me and you. There we go. That's another death, folks.
You have died. Your quest to find the Garden of Eden and return it to your village has failed.
You know what? New plan. Actually, let's just check my inventory, because I haven't been dipping in to use 2 stim packs. Oh, so I do have 2 stim packs. Yeah, let's get Gecko done so we don't have to come back to this hellhole. That's largely just my fault for not using my inventory. Twice. Oh, and they're even there. Yuck, yuck, yuck. They're even there. Alright. Let's get our sneak on. Getting our sneak on. Going to Sneak Town! Still feels like I can get closer. Better. Doing this circuit. Oh, you're going to do that, are you? If you do that, I might be able to get between you two. No, no dice. It was worth a try. It was worth a try. Oh, the other thing that's worth mentioning too is that in honor of October, I've added some spoopy sounds to our notifications, which hopefully will make them stand out a little bit more. Because we had a weird thing happen. And I'm sure there's a perfectly good explanation for it. There was just a weird thing that happened last stream where OBS just wasn't telling me what was going on, which wasn't good. So it took a while to say thank you to one of our kind followers. And that's not what you want. These folks are tough. I mean, I guess they're ghouls, so... Ow! This is what happens when you realise that you've got stim packs in your back pocket. People blow giant holes in you. Because they're like, oh, you can afford it. You got stim packs. There you go. Run, Forrest, run. Now this will be when I accidentally hit a Brahmin instead of the ghoul. And... oh, chunky. Right. Do 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 do. It's probably worth switching over to the shotgun, given we're doing close quarters work. Alright, yeah, just let me pop out of combat. Let me do that. Alright. No, I'm good. So the assault rifle does 8 to 16. If I remember correctly, our humble shotgun does substantially more than that. Yeah, 12 to 22. Alright, let's keep on sneaking. Let's keep on sneaking. See if I can pass between... No, I cannot pass between the two of these people. Well, you have earned yourself a shotgun blast. Yay! $52. That is what I'm talking about. That is some heavy damage. Oh, no, don't do that. Alright, bear with me for a quick second, folks. We've just got a minor technical issue. Stream Deck has popped up a dialog box. It wants the rather complex password I have. So I'm going to deal with this once and for all, because I did this last time as well. By typing this, I'm sure someone can analyze through the audio what my password is. Which apparently is a spy thing. Or was a spy thing like 10 years ago, so I'm sure by now. There's like software you can buy on the web that analyzes that for you. Alright, I should do it. Whee! Oh, this is complex. It's very complicated. All right. There we go. All right. Also, I can press a button. Whee! What fun! What fun, I say. Yeah, so that was some pretty hefty damage. And then another 66. Oh, I like this. Because it's all close quarters work. It's all close quarters work. It's funny, actually, that... It's funny that I saw a video for that content about XCOM at the moment, because I've been turning over in my head for a while, trying to get back to doing something. That solves your problems. 55! Man, this small weapon skill is just... Right. This is how I get out of here. Alright, there's still someone. Oh, there you go. So you're hostile. I can understand you being hostile. Yeah, I've been trying to think about how to get back to doing something with XCOM 2, because it's a really fun game. But the problem with that, there's only so much time and there's only so much attention. So at the moment we're looking at post-apocalyptic society and also looking at horror. So throwing in like insurgency tactics, military tactics, all that kind of stuff, which is what I want to do. What I'd want to do doing something like that. You just got to limit to how much time you can spend on these things, which is a shame. We'll get there. We'll get there. You have nothing. Well, I think this is definitely the way to go about it. Like, this is ending my problem super quick. Although that 12 points was less impressive. They can't all be winners. Yeah, you come on over here. Come on over here, sport. Hot damn! 40 points. Up close, that is just... It's a conversation starter and a conversation ender all in one package. There we go. Oh, hang on a minute. Am I a Muppet? Have I already got that auto part? Because I don't remember coming up here. I don't think I do. No, good. Hot damn. Got them caps though. Alright, there we go. Still kind of miffed. Still kind of miffed that Sulik died before I could sell him. Like, it feels like of all of the terrible, terrible things you can do in the game, like engaging in slavery is just outright the worst. Hey, let's get up close. That's something I gotta say to you. 28 points. There it is. What was that? 28 points. But that's just in one shot. Alright, let's finish our combat. That's how you're gonna do it, folks. That's how you're gonna do it. That is a nasty weapon for close quarters. Take that. Nope, apparently I won't. Well, I can drop that now, because I don't need that. Oh, sweet, I can scroll. I don't know that I've done that before. I definitely want my day pass. Definitely want my day pass. Probably get rid of that yellow key as well. I've got two of them. Don't need two. They're doing the same thing. Let's try that again. No, still at maximum weight capacity. Wah, wah. No dice. No dice, I say. Interesting. Alright, let's just bring up the old dashboard here. Your dashboard. Yay! Excellent. So let's see if we can find this auto part then. No, I don't need that. Oh, it'll be up in the machine shop. The big honking place saying machine shop. Well, at least the thing that has a sign up the front saying machine shop. If I can remember how to get in there. So, in a quick sec. Just gonna do something. Because I'm just a little bit concerned. Just want to check something. Something weird is going on here. A quick hello to all in stream. Oh no. Okay, it's just not buffering it there. Alright, fair enough. Sweet. Everything is working as it should. Alright, let's go get this auto part. Let's go get this auto part. Was it here? Was it here? Yeah. Which means I'll need to dump a bunch of stuff because I'm at weight limit again. See a very glum looking human. I wonder. Huh. I wonder if I can talk to that person. I'm guessing the answer is no. I'm guessing I've been flagged as a complete sociopath. But you know, it doesn't hurt to try. Let's just save the game. Can't believe it's so close to Fallout 70. There we go. No, no one wants to talk to me. Yeah, that's fair. That's what happens when you go and kill everyone. Like, everyone. I hope you're not running away with my auto part, Lumpy. Oh, there we go. Gotta reload. Came too close. Now you're lumpy. Now you're lumpy. Alright, let's get rid of this person too. Let's go over here. Wow, Lumpy actually had some useful stuff. Dun, 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 dun. Search the stuff. That was an 80s horror film. The Stuff? Of all things, it was about yogurt. That crazy fad. It was evil. I don't even know if it was genetically engineered. I don't think in the 80s we were making films about genetic modification yet. It was evil yogurt that would kill people. I remember being shit scared of it at the time. But I was a wee bairn. Do you have my auto part? Ghoul who is trying to get away? I do so need it. Doors and corners. I'm gonna play the angles, huh? There we go. And there it is. Fuel cell controller. And there also is my weight limit. Ah, alright, what are we losing? So we've got... I reckon it's got to be the 14mm pistol. That seems like a no-brainer. Boop. Do I have any weapon that takes 223 ammo? I don't think I do. The submachine gun takes, yeah. I don't think I've got anything that takes 223 ammo, I just picked that up. Alright, so let's drop all of that. And then let's see if we're underweight allowance. Perfect. Alright, I'm not super concerned about killing anyone else here in Gecko. I've got the thing that I wanted. Oh, let's do the level too. Sadly no perk. Small guns I'm feeling pretty good about. I don't think that needs to go much higher. Lockpick I would like to see go higher. Sneak I would like to see go higher. And Steel I would like to see go higher. 50... What about speech? Yeah, there we go. That's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Once again, crime has paid. Crime has paid tremendously well. Alright, let's save the game at this point, so we don't have to keep going over that content. There we go. Alright. And again, I'm just going to double check something. Just going to have a look at something just to make sure that everything is as it should be. Yep, beautiful. Just making sure we're in the right scene. Everything is lovely. Still getting the hang of using the Stream Deck and trusting what that tells me about where we are. Alright. Well, that's pretty damn cool. That is everything we wanted to get done. That is everything we wanted to get done over in Gecko. Alright. Let's see if we can sneak past this person. I mean, I can kill them, but it's trading bullets for caps. And the exchange rate's probably not great. So let's just get out of here. Karma is going through the floor, which is fantastic. Yeah, what does it look like at the moment? What's that karma like? Minus 65. There you go. You have killed a large number of people. Nice. There you go. Ah, there we go. Oh, there we go. Town-based karma as well. I like that. Arroyo, idolized. Clemeth, idolized. But then accepted. Vault City, antipathy. Yeah, Gecko, vilified. Virgin of the Wastes. That's, There's Fallout 2's thirstiness. Alright, back to Vault City. I suppose I might as well just go here. I am going to take this moment to have one of the delicious... I made protein balls today. That was my big achievement.
Yes? What is it? Have you resolved the situation? What? You destroyed the plant? The contamination, you idiot! At least those ghouls are gone. Get out of my sight. I've had enough of your foolishness. You are no longer permitted inside Vault City. My guards will escort you to the front gate.
Oh, there we go. Thank you, Nubla. I just had that off while I was eating. Thank you very much. Yeah, I feel like I did. I was just rabbiting on before about about how good the protein balls were that I'd made. Then I was talking about how I live in fear of, this is not going to go well, live in fear of cracking my teeth. I'll come back to that in a sec. That's all I wanted to do for now. Yeah, I'm gonna die so quick. Not a huge fan of that word, Nublar. Like, I do allow salty language in chat, but that's probably one that I'd like to avoid if we can. Yeah, this is not going to happen. I do not have enough stim packs for this. Wah wah. Oh, I do have that though. I should have used my stim pack while I was there too. Hang on, let's go over here. See how that goes. Wow! That did next to nothing. Yeah. This is all over Red Rover. Oh, there we go. There's our next death. Yeah, so thank you for letting me know about...
The afterlife is all that awaits you now. May you find more peace in that world than you found in this one.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, thanks for letting me know about the mic, Nublar. Ah, so what do we do? Yeah, so before I was talking about the food that I was eating, and then I went into a long-winded spiel about the fact that both of my rear molars are cracked because I grind my teeth in my sleep. Let's sneak. Yeah, I just caught that message rather than having it slide through. There aren't, like, salty language is not an issue, but yeah, that's just one word that I'd like to avoid. And now it shall be avoided. How is your night going, Nublar? Night, morning? Where are you based? From whence have you came? See, here's the tricky thing now. I'm kind of boxed into a corner. I don't want to back off having done what I did in Gecko. I think I'm just gonna have to go back to her and then back down on getting thrown out. Oh. What to do? Like, your intent was right, though. Like, there is nothing more satisfying than getting rid of her. I'll absolutely agree on that point. I wonder if I can lie to her. I wonder if I can lie. We haven't tried that yet. Yes, and just to go completely back on the previous conversation, thank you so much again for letting me know about the mic. I try to mute while I'm eating on chat. Yeah, I tried to find something that that was just quieter to eat, food-wise. But managed to find the one of those that I'd made that had. Where are we? There it is there, without a pistachio attached to it. Managed to find one of those that had a chunk of nut that wasn't blended. And almost cracked a tooth. And I live in fear of that because of those two caps. If anyone ever asks you, would you like to crack your molars? Tell them no. Tell them I don't want to do that. So yeah, I just don't have the firepower, I don't have the healing resources here to really... I don't have the resources to really shoot my way out of this. And I don't want to, like I want Vault City to be a home. Alright, so we're going to save up here and then take 2. Let's see what we can do if we can lie. Because I can't get the part to fix the reactor, and I don't want to back off on that. Like, blowing the reactor feels like the right choice for... It feels like the right choice for the character. There we go. Back in Vault City. So I wonder if I can just lie to her. Like, that would be perfect. If you could lie to First Citizen, and then she doesn't even realize that the situation with the fallout is going to get so much worse from the reactor.
What is it?
About the Gecko power plant.
Have you resolved the situation?
Oh, you can't. Damn it.
Then do not waste my time. Return when you have something to report.
Alright, let's see what we can get by lying. Because it feels like starting a gunfight in here is just going to go one way. And it's not a good way. Does she have anything on her I can steal? Mentats will do. So, how's my intelligence going? 8. Alright. Here's a plan. Let's try taking the mentats and then taking the intelligence test. Or taking the citizenship test. Like, I'm guessing it's still rigged. Whoop. Getting 2 intelligence. No, no joy.
Yes? What? Have you resolved the situation? destroyed the plant, the contamination, you idiot! At least those ghouls are gone. Get out of my sight. I've had enough of your foolishness. You are no longer permitted inside Vault City. My guards will escort you to the front gate.
So I'm guessing, like, whatever shenanigans I'm gonna do, I need to progress that before I can. Otherwise it's not gonna recognize that, like, I'm in that sort of failed state. Hey, Wallace. Do I still have my day pass? No, unsurprisingly they took my day pass. That's right, customs. Just popping out for a quick sec, just to double check. That, yes, beautiful levels on the mic. Excellent. Are you paranoid if you've already forgotten to mute your mic once? So yeah, I think the way that we're going to get what we want out of Vault City is by being a scallywag. Just by being a naughty, naughty person. I know you have... You do not have a day pass for me. Why don't you have a day pass for me? Yeah, my day pass is definitely gone. Oh, that's the other thing I should do. I should sell off some of this weaponry. You're a guard. You're not going to have a day pass. It's Wallace who's supposed to give them to me. Ah, it's you. Steal from you. There we go. Oh, okay. I was caught stealing the day pass. Hopefully. Oh dear. This is not good. $40 points, that's not nothing. Where'd you go, guard? You're still there. Ow. I think this is going to be another death. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and I gotta reload. I did that wrong. No! No! Oh, there it is. 24 hit points.
Has claimed your life. Arroyo attempts to send out others to search for the Gecko, but they die quickly, and the village soon follows.
It's an evening for it. Hey, Damien Wise, I'm sorry that your internet connection's messing with you. Oh, how to proceed. How to proceed, folks. Alright. The next option is just to head for the vault and see what we can do. No, have to be a citizen. Why, no, I haven't. Alright, let's see if we can start a revolution. To New Reno. So that's a plan. Just going to scour this place to see if I can find some sympathetic souls. That's right, you got nothing. Because yeah, I really want to stick with having torched the nuclear reactor in Gecko. I do not want to walk that back at all. And it feels like it's a good choice to be burnt on, to make that kind of destructive, selfish choice and then just have it backfire completely. Because it sounds like the way that you get this solved the right way, air quotes included, is you have to go behind the first citizen's back and get that, and get the necessary part. Okay, I was looking for some information. Tell me about slavery. Yeah, okay. Yep, sure. Where's the vault? Yep. Nice. Oh yeah, my karma is shocking. Because New Reno, from memory, that's where the slavers are, so that... That feels like it's another turn for the worst, like opening this place, which is, for all of its flaws, like this is a very... It's a very puritanical place. But it's civilized. So they've had to make some sacrifices, but they've managed to, they've managed to make this work. So just tearing that down to the ground feels like a really good way of just making things worse. Do you know where I can find a Gek? How can I get to the vault? But I am a citizen. That's not going to help me. Alright, fair enough. See, that's what I'm... Alright. Let's try something else. Being a citizen, there must be something more than just... Is there a chip, maybe? Do you have papers? No. And even with an intelligence of 10 and a charisma of 7, I cannot take that test and pass it. You see a door. Alright. I might as well barter while I'm here. Hey, I don't think I'm... Am I still radiated? Oh yeah, I am. Might as well use that right away that I took then. You lose 25! Good lord, how much have I got? Probably more than I care to think about after having gone into the reactor. Hey! Probably a lot more than I care to think about. Stim packs. Ooh. Thank you. Ho! How expensive? Yes. Alright, what's that? It's my 14 mil ammo. You can go. Don't need you anymore, seeing as I ditched the Oh, there we go, it's the rat-away that's causing that. I don't think 2 stim packs are worth that, really. Thank you very much. Your prices are ridiculous. No, I will not. Let's go back to talking. I mean, steel. How's your night going, Damien Wise? How's your Friday night treating you? And, as per Friday night's question, the question of the stream, what is the best thing that has happened to you this week? So I can't see a way in here that I can fake being a citizen. I can't see that. Right. Yeah, helping out people seems to come back and help me in the end. That sounds about right. So let's try and help. Yeah. Any idea where they're striking from? What do you mean? Any idea where they're coming from? Keep retreating south. Right. What's the deal with the south? Probably find them. Okay. Interesting. That feels like it's the mysterious peoples that I've spoken to in other towns. Alright, here's the plan. I'm going to get back to Klamath and I'm going to get that car going, because that's going to cut down on my travel time. And then I think we're going to head to New Reno. We're going to see if we can find some friends there. Doodle-doo. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. How about you, Harry? Maybe I can trade with you. I think your prices were a bit more reasonable from memory. No, you're offering about the same. Well, I'm just about out of shotgun ammo, so I might sell that shotgun again. And then I'll just use the next one that I pick up. I can't sell it if I have it equipped. Done. Alright. There we go. Let's go back. It's a lovely weapon, but if I don't have any ammo, it's better off as caps. Well, I suppose I could buy more shotgun ammo instead. Oh, what to do, folks? What to do? Because I want to keep that 10mm submachine gun too. Just for massive damage. $1,200. Or one. Done. Let's buy 20 more shells. Because up close it does carve through people. Alright. You've twisted my arm. What's that? 450. And what about these? Because they're just really useless. Vic's dead too. Might as well get something for them. 25. Let's get rid of the rock. Ha! The rock is worth nothing. It is worth nothing. Never going back to Gecko, so I might as well sell those. It is cluttering up my inventory. Well, it feels like about everything I can get rid of at the moment. Alright. Let's do it. Excellent. Excellent. I know, Lady Boldly. You make an excellent point. No matter what the rock is cooking, the rock is worth a lot. So. How is your Friday doing? And let me know, as per tonight's question, for over here, it is nighttime, what is the best thing that happened to you this week, Lady Boldly? And thank you so much for joining us tonight. Oh! Well, hello. Hello, Keith. Thank you for joining us, Keith. Question still stands. What is the best thing that happened to you this week, Keith? We're out of coffee. Alright, let's get back to Klamath and let's get a sweet ride. I know it's a very long way to go to get all the way back there. Oh wow, that is a long way to go. It's worth it for a sweet ride though. All we need is that part that we've got. We're not going to head back to Modok, because Modok is harsh. It's super harsh. Oh! That Keith! Hello! Thank you for joining me. It took me a sec to put two and two together there. Nice! What army are you painting at the moment? And how you been? How you been? For those of you on stream, Keith is someone who is an old friend. Haven't seen Keith in years, but he's one of the nicest people that I ever ran into on the Brisbane role-playing convention circuit. Yes, absolutely, yes. Yeah, because back in the day I used to go along to role-playing conventions a lot. It's kind of what got me started in voice acting. Didn't realize it at the time, but that was the draw for me. Oh, fantastic, Damien Wise. That sounds like a really good week. And yeah, like oh man, I'm a huge believer in that feeling of just chipping away at things and getting to progress. I think that's where the big stuff comes from. Because so much of like any creative career is just like, it's gonna sound terribly maudlin, like I'm getting out the smallest, like I'm hang on a minute. Some moonshiners battling some farmers. There is one moonshiner behind a still. The problem with these fights, though, is every time I stay around, someone decides eventually that I'm the next target. Oh, there we go. There's three moonshiners. And the rest of the farmers run away. Yeah, it's going to sound like I'm getting out the smallest violin in the world. But a lot of a creative career is just gradual progress. You just do you do what you need to do every day, and you get a little bit better over time. Gene Stealer Colts, Necrons. Nice. Ultra Smurfs are so good. I am one of the few people who has a copy of the Ultramarines Warhammer 40k film, which is brilliantly voice acted, but it's a special film in terms of its overall structure. No, that's terrible advice. I'm not going to Leroy Jenkins this. I'm going to get holes knocked in me. Because the problem with every one of these two-sided fights that you get into is, if you stay around, even if you pick a side, eventually when one side is left, even if it's your side, if you decide, hey, I'm Team Bootlegger, because they're just carving everyone up, they turn around and start going at you. Family of Mole Rats. No. There we go. What do we got here? Some mantis attacking some farmers. See, even if I took the side of the farmers here, eventually they would decide, oh, well, you were actually working for the mantises all along, and now we have to kill you. Sorry, I'm not sure I understand when you say education special there, Keith. I'm not quite following. Necrons. Necrons, they sound cool. Are they as cool miniatures-wise as the concept? Because the idea of, like, an army that just constantly gets back up. Because that's the deal, isn't it, with Necrons? Like, they just eventually, like, some other Necron comes along and picks up all the dead Necrons and reuses them. Like, you never really destroy them because it's just regenerating? Or have I got it completely wrong? Oh, okay. I'm with you now. Yeah, gorgeous voice acting, but yeah, the rest of it's a little bit special. So school holiday, is it the reason why you're on holidays is because of school holidays for teaching? Like, is that what you still do with your time? Yeah. I don't know how this, I don't know if this car is going to be much help. Oh, wait, hang on. Robbers. Well, who are they robbing? You encounter some robbers. That's okay. You can all go about whatever it was that you were doing. I'll be just fine. It's gotta suck going back. Brr. Oh, come on. This is the only downside of crossing the mountains. They're just filled with encounters. Ow! No! No, no, no! Oh, I'm gonna have to use a stim pack. Whee! Otherwise I'm gonna get shot and killed. No, it's not. No, no target practice. Bad people. Yeah, shoot your friends. Don't shoot me. Alright, well, at least I don't have to run from this one. Gene Stealer cults, is that, like, pardon my ignorance, but is that Tyranids, or are they actually humans who worship Gene Stealers? What's that all about then? Crossing these mountains is terrible. This is why I took my outdoorsman perk. I know I should probably skirt around the mountains and go on the roads, but it doesn't really seem to make much difference. I think I can get out. Good, I can get out with one run there. At least my APs. My APs are a saving grace. No! No, I don't want to fight a bunch of geckos. Imperial Guard meets Tyranids. Oh, that sounds awesome! Oh, yeah, gotcha! I kind of relate all of this back to StarCraft, because you can point at a certain thing in StarCraft and go, they took that from Warhammer 40k, and they have, like, infected marines, so I guess that's the same thing. I see, now my outdoorsman perk is starting to actually kick in. See, traveling across land is just... it's a bit ridiculous. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I'm really looking forward to starting to stream, because Mondays and Wednesdays I do horror streams, and this next week it'll be starting off Alien Isolation, which I'm really looking forward to. I expect that game is going to scare the shit out of me. And sadly, it is the best Aliens game that has been made, because Colonial Marines had a bit of a troubled development cycle, which is sad. Like, you always want to see a game do well. And they patched the AI, which made a big difference, but yeah, it didn't do well. Oh wow! That sounds awesome! So what was that, you used to do that Friday nights, or? Tell me more about your LEGO stream. Like, is that a bunch of like-minded people in Mount Isa, or how did that work? And why did you stop? Pretty sure it was Trapper Town that we want to go to. And if it's not, which, hey, incidentally it isn't, the investment there is... had some... okay. That sounds like it's a little bit more to deal with than you really want. First world problems. Do you want gene stealer cults? Because that's how you get gene stealer cults. Oh, now I've got to remember where my mechanic friend is. Because apparently I can't. Oh, I think it might have actually been the den. I might have actually overshot the mark. Wah, wah. See if I've got anything in my boy. No, don't want to rest. I just want to check out my quests. Yeah, deliver meal to Smitty. It's Smitty I want to go see. Well, there we go. It's the den. It's the den I need to go to. What am I doing? What am I doing? It's only a short trip to the den. Oh, okay. And so was there a bit as well of like presumption that because they were doing the stream then they deserved to get like cut rate prices? Look, I started that orphanage. I made it happen. Mum's orphanage. I also killed someone's dad right in front of them. So I feel like my work in this town is a mixed bag, but in my defense, the kid's dad was an absolute dick. I started up a game show in the den called Shitty Dad or No Dad. And our first contestant went with No Dad. Despite screaming at me constantly that they did actually want their shitty dad. He there has thing picked up in Gecko. Yep. Sure, there it is. I've got an intelligence of 8. Oh, I suppose cars are a concept of the past. That Lego should listen to them. Oh wow. Okay, yeah. I get where you're coming from there. It's a bit special. Yeah, okay, I've got one of those. Oh, need more monies. Damn it, I don't have enough monies for car. I don't want to have to go to New Reno without a sweet ride. That just sounds like work. Alright. Save the game. We're going to have to take up some donations. Let's see how far we can get. Actually, Becky's... I think I can do some work. I think Becky will actually pay me to do jobs about that job. Oh, that's right. I gotta find money. I gotta get money from Fred. But I gotta find Fred first. It's a lot of money to get. I need 2,000. Hey, Tubby. Well, Tubby, you have a business with that's frequented by druggies, so I don't think you really get to be judgmental towards me there. All right. Could I take a moment of your time? I don't really want Jet at the moment. Oh, or do we just walk to New Reno? Because I can't force. See Petey. Because I can't force Smitty to fix it up for me. Maybe I just need to go wandering. Sorry, Keith, City Wall from South Park. What? Tell me more. What's that in reference to then? What's that all about? You see a customer, a customer, a customer. You see an addict. Oh, shitty wall. Shitty wall. Do 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 do. Liner, do you want addicts? Because that's how you get addicts. I don't think I can start enough mischief in this town to really get that money. All it would take is just like a couple of bits of the right armor. But like, this is not a city. Ah. Too much Archer is never enough. That show is genius. I love how in the later seasons for that, the way that they've just kept things fresh is they've kind of hung the show on a concept. Alright, let's go to New Reno on foot. Because the den is like, I want to be able to move around this town freely. I don't want to be a scallywag here. And I've done pretty much everything I can. It feels like. To make money here. Let's just double check. Double check the Pip-Boy. What's your status then? The den! Collect money from Fred. Yeah, and presumably Fred is like one of these no-hopers. You see an addict. He'd be like Petey, like wandering around. It's Frankie. Yeah, I reckon it's going to have to be walking to New Reno on foot, which is sad. That's not stylish at all. Alright, off to New Reno we go. Which is where... Good lord, that's a ways away. I don't think I've been to Reading though. Maybe I should do that first. See, this is where I miss having... Let's go to Reading first. It's on the way. tell you what, before next week, I'm going to see if there is a way to mod down the number of random encounters here, because this adds nothing to the game. Boop boop doop. Because they're not even, like the... F me. And they're not even, like the random encounters that we're getting here, they're not even things that you could realistically go for. Because there's no way in the armor I've got, with the gear I've got, without an inventory full of stim packs that I could survive that fight, the one that's here. Maybe different if I had a companion. Like, that's another possibility. That might actually be... This is starting to get tangled. It's starting to get very tangled. But I think... I'm trying to remember if it was Redding that Marcus is in. Because there's a super mutant that you can get as a companion. Completely rational super mutant. That might end up being the go. See here, like I could do this fight. Like, this doesn't look impossible, but it's a rad scorpion, so there's nothing I get out of it except XP. I just burn a bunch of ammunition doing it. And I've only got 20 shotgun shells, which I now actually feel bad for buying. Because I could have put that money towards my sweet ride. Oh no, there's 3 of them. I thought there was 2 for a second there. There's 4 of them. Sod that for a game of soldiers. Because these fights... Oh, I'm definitely leaving if someone's got a minigun. No, thank you. Yeah, this really is bordering on ridiculous. Like, I've moved like about 5 pixels there. And I've put points into Outdoorsman. Like, I've put points into the perk that allows me to avoid combat. Nyuk, nyuk, nyuk. Ah, well. It is what it is.
Once again my spirit touches you from the void. Chosen, our crops fail, our reserves are meager. Return to us with the Gecko. Your failure is our last light.
There's every chance that I'm going to run out of time here too. Because that's the second warning we've had. I don't know how many there are. I'm guessing it's maybe 3 at most. So it could be in some real trouble. In a worst case scenario, I think I can walk it back all the way to Gecko. If that happens, but I don't want to. I want to be bad. Like, I want to have done the wrong thing. I want to have done the wrong thing by Gecko. Alright, let's see what naughtiness we can get up to in this town. A short man with jet black hair and a nice smile. Who we got? Yeah, is there any work going? What about the sheriff? Sheriff Earl Marion is looking for someone to fill in for him until his bum leg heals up a fetch. You might go talk to him. His office is just south of here, across the street. Thanks for the tip. But before I go, though, let me ask you just one more question. Yeah, okay, tell me about the mine owners. All right, what do you got? Dangerous Dan McGrew at the Morningstar Mine. Oh, wow. Wow, these people won the name lottery. That is awesome. Let's go back through this. Dangerous Dan McGrew at the Morningstar Mine, or Tamaj Labage at the Cocoweef Mine. They're both just north of downtown, across the graveyard. All right. You can't hear me, Benitos. I did just mute my mic and then pop it back on. Let me double check. It's time to be paranoid about my settings again. I'm seeing really good levels over here, so I hope it's just on your end. As terrible as that sounds. Folks, if you can't hear me right now in stream, please sound off. There we go. Keith can hear me. Keith's listening. There you are. You're going again. I'm back. I was going to tell you something, Benitos, but it's probably going to be lost on you if your audio settings aren't working. It could be buffering. Like I have downgraded my my bitrate on audio, so it shouldn't be an issue, but maybe it is. All right, let's go have a chat to the sheriff then. Maybe we can be a naughty sheriff. Being sheriff seems like a great way to rot the system. Oh, this is gorgeous. This really is the old West town. Whenever you click to settings, so you're not watching the video, you can hear me. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Is it possible that the video playing has got, like, it can't be the volume setting. It can't be the volume setting on the video player, could it be? Because I know that I've done that a few times. Like, I've set that down to, and by default it will be down at 0. Hello, Lou. I'm interested in getting something here. Have you heard of a Garden of Eden creation kit? Alright. I've got an intelligence of 8, but I still don't know what one of those things does. Yeah, what's going on in the town? Mostly we mine gold here and trade it to other areas. Alright, you mine gold? Yep, alright. So that you trade the ore. They trade gold ore to Vault City in return for medical supplies. See, trade ore to the New California Republic for Brahmin. Alright. See, I tried. I thought I was going to be really clever and just break up Vault City's supply of ore, but no. No joy. Yeah, where's San Fran from here? San Francisco's quite a ways south of here. Bugger. Yeah, sorry about that. The only other thing I can suggest is different browser, maybe? I'm not sure. Like, it's one of those things where I know that suddenly everyone has, like, annoying, useless suggestions for you when things aren't working correctly. And it's never any fun. I take my medicine. Alright, I'm gonna pop my mic on mute for a sec again, so just scream in chat if I don't pop it back on. Gotta take my arms. Alright, and we're back. Alright. Oh, we know where Sanfran is now. I think I've mentioned this before, but one of the cool things about NCR popping up in this game, a couple of generations on from Fallout 1, is we met the two people responsible for creating the NCR. Like, this is why when I got the recap at the end of Fallout 1, like, I laughed out loud. And it wasn't in a bad way, it was just in an oh, that's so cool way. It's Tandy! It's Tandy from Shady Sands, all the way back in episode 2 of playing through Fallout 1. Like, back when we were still dealing with, like, video syncing issues. It's Tandy and her father Aradesh who start the NCR, which are basically, like, they're a militant faction to the point of being a problem, because I guess, like any power structure, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Damien Wise. Is that typical for you on a Friday night, Damien, or is it unusual? Alright. Oh, as long as that gives you something. Like, as long as that gives you video and audio, hopefully that works. I know Aussie Broadband had a major outage last weekend, but that was localized to them. So, like you say, Damien Wise, maybe it's a bad night for like Melbourne's net internets. Because up in Mount Isa, Keith is doing just fine. Alright, yeah, what do you do here? What happened to your leg? That must make it hard to do your job as sheriff. You need some help? Okay, I'm too low a level for the content here. Oh, man. Well, that's annoying. I've done everything I can in Klamath. Like, Arroyo is the big one. No, if that's directed at me, I didn't. I'll check that out. Alright, it's telling me that I'm too low level for the content here. That's annoying. Alright, let's go find Mr. Bishop then. Alright, off to New Reno. If this is a bust, like if this is a bust for trying to crack open Vault City, then this is... We're gonna have to seriously look at walking things back. Because I'm guessing what's going to happen with that Gecko, like once I get that counter, once I get that time pressure off me, I'm guessing I'm going to get the same kind of thing as what happened in Fallout 1. Because we've had some hints of basically the Enclave being sort of the big bads here. And so I'm guessing it's going to turn into like a fight with them. Cool headphones are my jam. I will check that out later. The problem with Fallout 2, and this will stop once we get onto Fallout 3 because I'll be playing on the PlayStation. It's a fascinating inside baseball stuff, I know, but yeah, if I tab out of Fallout 2, we lose our sound. Stupid internets. Well, I'm glad that some people can access the stream uninterrupted. Going through the mountains. Oh, I'm boxed in. This is not good. Oh good, they're just trappers. Just trappers trapping. Circling me in a completely non-ominous way. Ah, I was going to mention something earlier in the stream, but now is like a perfect time for it. While that cursor goes all the way up there. Let's find Evernote. I bought a couple of books recently, and one of them is very relevant to Fallout and our Wasteland streams. It is called, and this is a mouthful, I kid you not, this is the title, The 2020 Commission Report on the North Korean Nuclear Attacks Against the United States, a speculative novel. And it sounds fantastic. Like, I'm really looking forward to digging into it. And I think it's super relevant to post-apocalyptic scenarios. And I know that we exist in a funny time frame when it comes to this media. Like in the 1980s, everything was still kind of so far off in the distance that you could kind of, and media was a little bit lower in terms of overall volume, that you could kind of just treat it as in some ways as an interesting like pop culture story or series of tropes. At least that's the way it seemed to me. Whereas nowadays it feels like the wolves. See what I did there? Because there's wolves that I'm running from. Yeah, it seems much more like the wolves are at the door when it comes to post-apocalyptical stuff. But yeah, it seems really interesting. It's basically from a political wonk. It's a very realistic projection of how basically a nuclear scenario could develop between the US and North Korea, and affect the rest of the world. All right, let's rest until morning. Sorry, General Hackett being. Oh yeah, and I'm glad I've got you on stream, Keith. Like you'd be able, you would have like a world of knowledge around this stuff. Yeah, so tell me, General Hackett, tell me more. Before 1999, there was major World War III novels. Oh, okay, so speculative fiction predicting like World War III. Set the Third World War in 1985. Yeah, and that's that date doesn't feel too far off. Like that was, I guess that was the big thing at the time, wasn't it?
A new subscriber. Come, steel yourself. We are building an army.
Bonitos, thank you so much for the subscription. Oh, those alerts worked brilliantly. Thank you so much for joining the fleet, Bonitos. Hoist your sails, fly the Jolly Roger, and head with us into the wasteland. Oh, fairness, shat myself. They're quite loud. Alright, where are we? We're in New Reno. Oh, and you've reached the rank of aspirant at the same time. What a night! What a night for you! As the fleet sets sail through the post-apocalypse. Team Yankee. So tell me more. What was Team Yankee? Or what is or was? As a subscriber now as well, Benitos, you have access to the very sexy subscriber only emote. We have one of those so far. And happily it's at your tier. So yeah, what's Team Yankee, Keith? Tell me more. Damien Wise, your question around headphones, was that directed at myself or were you talking to someone else? so we're going to find... Just bear with me for a quick sec. I'm just going to take my headphones off, funnily enough, and I'm just going to reacquaint myself. Actually, no, I know which ones I've got. I've got HD 280s. Alright, folks, I'm just going to pop out of... I'm going to pop out of Fallout 2 for just a second, because I just want to have a look at a couple of links from you fine people. Just so I can answer a question. Boop, boop, doop. Spoop, doop. You are on fire, Benitos. You are on fire, and you require immediate assistance of some sort. It's the only problem with this game. It's just a little bit of a negotiation to get it to give me back my mouse. Can I have my mouse back, game? No, please. Sometimes it's a matter of finding like which is the magical window that will actually give it back to me. If I can't do this quickly, then I'll just pop back in and I'll answer the question later. And I'll talk in generalities in the meantime for your question, Damien. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Alright, doesn't look like it's going to behave. It's very particular about releasing the cursor. And I think it's partly because when I'm streaming I've got half of my brain. Alright, yeah, apologies. Oh yeah, I know where my mouse is in the Fallout window. The problem is that like in order to get out of it to interact with anything else while I'm playing Fallout 2, it becomes a real problem. Like it doesn't actually redraw the mouse outside of the screen, even if I alt tab out. Yeah. No. Yeah, it's not going to behave. Wait, or is it? Is it? No. All right, I'll go back to OBS. I'll have a look at the links around headphones later, and I'll respond in chat. Wait, no, now of course. Now it is. Now it is. There we go. All right, so let's have a quick look. See, let's bring up the link. Master up HD XX. That's weird. When I go to that link, we can only show prices to members. Yeah, when I go to that link, Benito's. Oh, hang on. Wait a sec. Yeah, when I go to that link, it's asking me to log in. Let's see if I can, because it's on Edge. Yeah, I'll have a look at that later. But is Mastrop like a bargain site of some sort? Yeah, the short answer is I'm not entirely sure, and it looks like I'll need to do some work to like log into that website. What I can tell you though is I have like HD 280 headphones, and I also have like AKG 240s from memory. I take the HD 280s with me when I'm traveling around the place. Are they 280s? Bear with me for a quick sec. I'll go grab them. Yeah. Yeah, I thought so. You might already be logged in some way through OAuth or something like that. Like it might just be taking your Facebook login. I'll have a look at it later and I'll get back to you, like outside of stream. I'm not sure. But yeah, getting back to your point, Damien Wise, I've got a pair of HD 280s. No, not at all. No confusion at all. So there we go. Missing chunks to your audio video. Okay, I will answer Damien's question then for everyone, but I will get back to Damien outside of stream as well, because there's every chance then that you're going to miss my response. Yeah, I think in terms of it really depends on what you're looking for with headphones. Like the HD 280s I've got, the HD 280 Pros, I bought them. I bought them, I guess, basically for traveling, like when I'm commuting, which I don't do that much, but like when I'm on public transport, that sort of thing. I used to use them for audio editing, but the problem with them is they've got really solid connection over ear. Yeah, I think Damien's problem is more latency. Benito's. I could be wrong, but from what he's saying, it's not so much a matter of the fact that he can't hear at all. It's just that he's getting buffering just due to a bad internet connection. Yeah, I find the HD280 is too uncomfortable to wear for long periods of time. What they do though, which is great, is they completely isolate me from everything because they're a closed shell over the ears. It's just super uncomfortable, that's all. Like, you can't wear them for too long without getting a headache, whereas the AKGs are fine. Who are you? Alright. Is Mordino family hiring? Yeah, what do you mean about writing? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Who's this kid and where is he? Yeah, I don't really want to threaten the mob boss. So yeah, apart from that, like in terms of headphones, I'm not really sure I can offer any useful input. Comfort is a really difficult thing to determine. No, that actually sounds pretty good. Like, that's what the AKGs are. They've got an open back as well. And I think it's actually in some ways, and this might go to what you were saying about your singing teacher describing them as being good for singing. I think they actually are. I think the AKGs are better because if you've got something that sort of clamps down really tight over the ears, it gives you a kind of distorted view when it comes to vocals, or it can, I think. Wow, New Reno is just a fun place. Porn and prostitutes, and so we're clearly dealing with, and we've talked about this a little bit before in earlier streams, Fallout 2's thirstiness, like, to wit, the fact that I actually have a character perk at the moment because I'm a virgin. The game is a product of its time. Who are you? The Corsican brothers. So, where's our Mr. Bishop? Salvatore's bar sounds like a good place to try it. But yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't really give you more detailed information like regarding specifications for headphones because I just tend to go with what works, which is not very scientific. But you know, it's comfort first, sound quality second. What kind of drugs do you have here? Not actually sure that any of that information around headphones was of use. Except to say that yes, open backs are good. Because they're more comfortable and they can give you a more... One of Bishop's men! Here we go! Alright. Getting warmer? I see a bartender. I'd like to talk to Mr. Bishop. See the casino pit boss. Well, you sound like someone who could help me. If you weren't running out of the place. Casino is this. Tell me about the casino. Who owns this casino? Alright. Alright, I'd love to talk to Mr. Bishop. As soon as, does that mean I can go through that door? I'm going to save. Because we've had some issues in the past with doors that are not meant to be opened.
This door should not be opened by anyone.
Alright, let's see how we go. That is a door I can apparently open. I guess Mr. Bishop would be upstairs. That'd be where the boss would be, right? Let's see what. So, oh yeah, there's the stairs down. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Damien Wise. I thought in your case it might not. Actually, I worked for him as one of his enforcers. Alright, let's toe the line on this one. Not super interested in getting into a fight with the boss's daughter. Alright. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Damien Wise. I completely understand, like, if... I really appreciate your company this evening, but if your internet's glitching to the point where it's not viable, that's completely understandable. Like, don't feel like you have to hang around. Alright. Here you go. Come in here with a bad rep and you're asking for a quick trip to the sky. That'd be because I hadn't unmuted my mic because I'm a Muppet. That's the second time I've done that. Thank you, Benitos. I swear I hit the right button, but it seems to be a little bit finicky about whether it works or not. Yeah, I'm a Muppet there. And all because I don't like eating at people while I'm on stream. So I just try and muffle that noise a little bit. Should we ditch the 10mm weapon? Because I need to get some money together, I really do. Yeah, I think that's definitely my case there. Yeah. So, quick question for you, Keith. I was saying before, while my mic was muted, that because the assault rifle does bursts. Okay, let's have a serious look at weaponry here because we need to get some money together. There it is. There's your subscriber emote. How sexy is that? So sexy. All right, let's have a look at some damage here. So with the fiction that you were talking about, Keith, like how much of it like has World War III as sort of an ongoing concern, and how much of it has World War III as? Actually, I'm just going to go into the building for a sec because I'm going to equip a weapon, and he might take it poorly. He might decide that I'm going after him. Yeah, how much fiction like has World War III as being like an ongoing concern, and how much of it is just nukes go, and then that's it, it's over. Because when I started streaming Fallout, I watched both Threads and The Day After because they're just super happy, cheerful films, and like they don't really deal with sort of a world war as a concept beyond nuclear exchange, and then that's it. Le pouf, it's over. Which feels realistic. Like it feels like that's how it would be. Hey everyone. There we go. Yeah, it's got a burst mode. Alright, we're gonna sell the weapon. I may regret this in the end. Yeah, it's my one cardinal sin at the moment. I keep forgetting to turn my mic back on, or rather, I swear I keep pressing the button, but it doesn't. Da 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 da. It's probably more me. What is the whole thing about a poor workman blaming his tools? All right, let's barter. Let's get rid of that submachine gun. Oop. Oh, that gives me enough to get the. This is what I should have done before, but then again, okay, let's see how much he's got in the way of caps. I doesn't have enough caps. Alright, at least I know it's worth enough. I just gotta find someone I can barter with who's got like that much money. And not hit my microphone at the same time. Gotcha. Yeah, and it certainly feels like the far more realistic version of things. That it's just nukes and all over Red Rover. Like the idea of a war being combined nuclear exchange and like conventional warfare. I don't know, I mean this is the soup that you swim in, so you would have forgotten more about this than that I've ever read, but it just seems improbable that you would end up with some kind of conventional war past that point. So here's the trick now. I need 2,000 in caps. So I need to find people who actually have that much. Well, New Reno seems like if I'm going to find people anywhere with that much money, this seems like the place for it. Where's my Malie? Yeah, that's an Einstein quote, isn't it? And 65%. Stuart Little, stage. Be polite, or else you can have. Yep. Oh, okay. I was actually rude. No, that's fair. I'm evil. Yeah. Erika, I'm looking to box. Boom. Oh yeah, yeah. Very good point, Damien Wise. I saw I did see a note around the Stanislav Petrov. Yeah, there was something that someone else posted on Facebook recently too. I don't know if it was an anniversary thing, but they were talking about the two gentlemen who just waded into nuclear waste in Chernobyl to prevent like a nuclear meltdown that would have just taken out most of Europe, or would have had fallout over most of Europe. So same deal, there goes your ecosystem. There we go. 25%. Alright, 50-50. I could have walked, but I want a box. Yeah, it's sad. I guess it's sad that those people like that aren't venerated more. And Stanislav Petrov, without clicking the link, Damien Wise, was that one of the what was that? 1983 wasn't Cuban Missile Crisis, so that was it a computer glitch from memory? It was basically systems detecting what looked like a launch, but Petrov wanted to just hold off. Yeah. We owe so much to those people. Man. Alright. Erika the big bad mother. Alright. Let's do it. I'm gonna go boxing. We are in extra time. Thank you for your company tonight. I'm just going to hang around for a few minutes longer and see what happens here. Yeah. Thank you, Keith. Thank you for posting that. Oh, that reminds me as well, before we close off tonight, we do have a Discord, folks. The link is available on the channel page. I would love to have you as part of the discussion there, and I'll grab these links from the chat post-stream and just collate them in there as well as part of there's two separate chat areas that I've put in there. There's a general chat for everything, but this is really good content that I'll pop over into the Wasteland chat. So all of that will be summarized there as well. Have there been? I was not aware of that. I was not aware of that in the least. What do we got? We got punch and targeted punch, that's it. Those are our options. Jab in the groin. You missed. Hit for 1 point. I don't think this is going to go well. Because of my low strength. Of course, I've got a good skill, but low strength. Should have taken some jet. Should have taken some jet. Yeah, I was not aware of the fact that there's been a load of near misses. That's terrifying to think of. Yeah. Nicely done, Damien Weiss. Putting the mad in mutually assured destruction. See, I'm landing them hits, but strength is just not going to do it. Can I punch you in the arm, buddy? There we go. No. Folks, don't box competitively without taking jet. Yeah, this is going to end poorly. Let's go for the long shots. There we go. Hitting the head, still only 1 point. Oh. Critically hit for 3 points. There you go. Oh wow. Does that mean I win? By means of knockout? I winses. Alright. The rest of the line be ready. Yes. Yes, indeed. Didn't win me anything from it, but... Alright, folks, that is not a bad point to end tonight's stream. That's not a bad point at all. So let's save that. We won a boxing match. Defeated my first challenger. Alright, I'm just going to take a quick look to see who is around and streaming at the moment. Because I'll open up. There we go. See, now the cursor's behaving. And yeah, Benitez, I'll check out those headphones. And like, in as much as my opinion's worth anything, I'll tell you what I think afterwards. What have we got? Who's up? Who's around? Just bear with me for a quick second, folks. I'm just finding a target. No one's live. No one's live. Alright, let's go have a look and see who's streaming Fallout. Let's see if there's anyone we can give a helping hand to. Now, for those of you who haven't been around for these before, raids are completely voluntary. It's just a way, basically, of giving you an option of jumping onto more content and not just turning the channel off. So giving you somewhere you can kick on to, if we can find someone. Unfortunately, they've changed the categories a little bit, which makes things a little bit more difficult. Here we go. I'm just going to find a Fallout. I'm just going to find someone streaming Fallout 4 who doesn't have much in the way of viewers going on. Someone doing survival mode. Oh, that'd be cool. Let's do that. Alright. Now, if you're still with me, folks, if you want to join the raid, if you jump into our raid of the channel, when you pop over there, if you can just say Big Bad Mother is here. Let's all say that when we jump over there. Alright, I'm going to kick that off now. Raid. And again, thank you so much for your company tonight. It has been an absolute pleasure. I will be back Monday and Wednesday night streaming Alien Isolation, and I'll be back with Fallout 2 next Friday night. Thank you so much for your company. Have a wonderful weekend. And remember, Big Bad Mother is here. Blade Bound Gamer.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, check out some of our other videos, and for live content, come join me on Twitch.